I'm going to finish that tang into a sharp point. That way when I fit it into the wood, it's going to fit in there really nice because that sharp point is going to seat at the bottom of the hole. This is a really nice water wheel, and that really takes off some metal there. Well, that's my first time with the sharpening wheel, and got a nice sharp edge on that. You can see it's pretty sharp. It's pretty sharp there, people. But again, that's going to help when I jam that tang into the hole of my wooden handle. Alright, so I'm going with a piece of yellow birch here. I've cut the angle of the yellow birch to the blade profile here. You can see that right there. And now I'm going to make a cut right there to the dimension of my Mora Companion MG. 1/8 inch Irwin bit. You want to pick these up right there. That's what you use. Let's do this. Mark off the depth of how deep you want to go. In my case here, on this tang, I'm going down 2 1/7 inches on that tang right there. And mark that off with tape. Okay? Alright, I've got some pine resin here accumulated yesterday. Some really nice stuff. I mean, this stuff is nearly like amber. Let me show you what this is like, people. I just want to show you what really nice pine resin looks like. This is what I'll be filling my hole with. Really nice amber colored pine resin. Heat the pine resin very slowly over a candle. You do not want to burn it. It will catch fire. Then you've got to work quickly pouring the resin in the slot. It's going to harden up quickly. Then put the tang in the hole and batten it down. Very carefully. You do not want to split the wood. And there it is, people, seated perfectly in your block with the pine resin around the slot. Just perfect. Here I'm just roughing out the handle into a block, basically, just a very crude handle. But you can begin to see where this is going. Just roughing out the handle and seeing that beautiful golden birch underneath that bark. And yeah, everything fits and looks really great. One thing you really have to keep in mind, people, as you're doing this, is to consider the angle that you've seated your blade in respect to the handle. It can be easy to look at the handle as you're carving it as symmetrical. However, and if you're drilling by hand like I've done and not using a drill press, there's going to be an offset to that blade angle. So just be really conscious of that as you're carving it out. But that's starting to feel like a knife handle. And you'll see that I'm marking in pencil these little nuances where I still need to carve away. Those of you who like using Opinels, I've got the number 8 carbon steel in commission here. And this thing is working really nicely. Actually, I'll probably finish this knife handle using my Opinel because I feel a greater degree of control with this knife. It's a really nice carving knife. You know, that thin blade just slices so well. Those of you who like Opinels know exactly what I'm talking about. Handle turned out really great, people. See that linseed oil finish?